Preparing for a day of shooting can be very overwhelming. It can be more overwhelming actually than going through months of pre-production. And here's why. Like in pre-production, you as a director, I'm speaking from a director point of view here now, you're working with a team of people who are helping you to make sure that things are going along, or you're doing it all yourself and you're self-producing, but you have time. You're planning it out. You're saying, oh, okay, for this, I'm going to need this location, these props, these people, etc. And you have all this time and you plan, and you plan, and you plan. And then the day of shooting, you know, things are going to go wrong and the plan's going to go out the window like a superhero TV show, right? Where they make a big plan and then it all goes wrong and they have to improvise. That always happens. That's exactly what happens on a set because filmmakers are superheroes in their own way. So that's what happens. So you can get all like, oh, but we have this planned and that planned, and it can really overwhelm you. And it's hard also to put aside all the future days of shooting you have ahead of you because you've been thinking about all of it the last few months, and now you have to zero in, right? And that's the key. So number one, when you wake up in the morning for your film shoot that day, take a deep breath. And remind yourself, maybe you have a list, maybe you read over the scenes that you're doing for that day. This is what I'm focusing on. I don't need to worry about any of that other stuff right now. This is what I'm focusing on. And I don't have to worry about the art direction. I don't have to worry about makeup, blah, 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 all those other jobs, because all those people know what they're doing because we've been preparing. And all I need to focus on are X, Y, and Z. Do I like the camera angle? Is it working the way I expected when we planned it out? How are the actors doing, directing the actors? All of those things. And just focus on that. That's the key. The key is focus on what you're doing today and let the rest go. And remind yourself it's not going to be a perfect day. So when something goes wrong, don't freak out. Don't freak out because it's going to. It's going to. There are very few days on indie film where everything goes right. Sometimes the issues are small, and sometimes, there's fire. So, or somebody decides to have a loud boxing match down the road with a big loudspeaker that you didn't expect to have happen. These things occur. And geese. I don't know if I've ever mentioned the geese on this program. I've written about it before, but geese can show up and they're really nasty, horrible animals, and they poop everywhere. Yeah. So beware of the geese. They're coming, but you can deal with it if you just take it moment to moment. When they talk about figure skaters, I love to watch figure skating. So here's my figure skating analogy. They say the skaters that do the best in competition, they're thinking about each move as they do it. They don't get ahead of themselves. I'm about to jump in the air and do this jump. I'm focusing on that. I'm focusing on the landing now. I'm not on the next thing yet. I'm finishing this first. So that's what you need to do. Moment to moment, imagine your day, visualize what your day is going to be, and leave space for things to go wrong. And when they happen, just smile and say, I knew that was going to happen. You got it.